Assalamu alaikum, friends. Today we'll discuss the claim put forth by atheists and Christians that Allah is the moon god of the pagan Arabia and his three daughters, Allat, Al-Manat, and Al-Uzza, and Hubal is also Allah. Allah is the moon god. This is the article from the Wikipedia. Allah as the moon god is a claim put forth by some critics of Islam that the Islamic name for God, Allah, derives from a pagan moon god in local Arabic mythology. The implication is that Allah is a different god from the Judeo-Christian deity and the Muslims are worshipping a false god. The claim is most associated with the Christian apologist author Robert Murray, whose book The Moon God Allah in the Archaeology of the Middle East is a widely cited source of the idea that Allah is a moon god. It has also been promoted in the cartoon tracks of Jack Chick. The use of a lunar calendar and the prevalence of crescent moon imagery in Islam is said to be the result of this origination. Islamic scholars have rejected these claims, one even calling them insulting. It is argued that Allah is just a word for God in the Arabic, which ultimately derives from the same root as Hebrew words Al and Elohim, both used in the book of Genesis. We'll explain these things after reading this paragraph. Socialist Lori Peek writes that Allah is simply the Arabic word meaning God. In fact, people who speak Arabic, be they Christians, Jews, or Muslims, often say Allah to describe God, just as God is called Gott in German and Dieu in French. The word used for Allah or God in Bible is Elohim at several places. It's mentioned in the Genesis verse number 1 also. Elohim. Al-Elohim is made up of three words. Al, that is the definite article. Elo, that is the God. And Him, it is a marker. It is a suffix of respect that is used in the Hebrew language. So Him is not a part of Elohim. So the word for God in Hebrew language is Elo. That is Allah. Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew are sister languages. And the words contained in them have similar meanings. While Arab gods were certainly referred to using this epithet, this is equally true of the Hebrew words. The biblical commandment, "You shall have no other gods before me," uses the same word, Elohim, to refer to the other gods that is used for English word God, that is used for the Creator God. It is also true of English, French, and other European language words for God. Indeed, the English word God evolved from the pagan Germanic terms for invocation. The Latin word Deus, from which Dew derives, can be traced to the same root as Deus, which gives the names of the ancient Indo-European divinities Zeus, Jove, and Deus Pitar. So this God has many names in different localities and in different countries and in different nationalities and in different ethnicities. This is illogical to say that God was not Allah is not the Christian God. In fact, Allah is used by Jews and the Christians even today. The Arab Jews and the Christians use this word even today. And when they finish a performance in a singing festival or a dancing festival, they say Alhamdulillah. So the word Allah used by them here is used to mean God. The word Allah was also used by the pagan Arabs. It is a famous event that they believed in Allah as well as their idols, Lat, Manat, Hubal, etc. So whenever they used to travel to a far-off country by sea, and they were caught in the middle of the sea, amidst the middle of the sea in a tempest or a storm, they used to call only Allah and said that when we reach safety, we will not worship idols hence hereafter. That is in the middle of the sea, when they were caught in the storm, they repented and used to say that we will now worship only Allah if Allah saves us from this storm. So it's clear from this event that the word Allah they used it for was for the supreme God and not any idol. The claim put forward by the atheists and the Christians is that Allah is a distorted form of Al-Ilah, that is the word for moon god. This is a distorted claim because the words Al-Ilah mean the God. Al means that and Ilah means God. There is no mention of the word moon here. If you translate the moon god into Arabic, it means Ilahul Qamar. So there is no mention of the word camel in Allah. So this is just a leap of imagination of Murray. This Murray was born in 1946 and he put forward this claim, and before this 1946 this claim was not known. This is ridiculous. One of the proofs that is presented in this respect is the crescent moon imagery that is used by Muslims. It is said that the crescent moon imagery is used due to the fact that the Muslims actually worship the God who is the moon god. But this is a false fact, because this crescent moon imagery is not the imagery of Islam. It was the symbol of the Ottoman Empire. And the Ottoman Empire, before the Ottoman Empire, this crescent symbol was not used. Now it is also the flag of Pakistan and the flag of Turkey. So this crescent moon imagery has nothing to do with Islam. The use of a lunar calendar does not in any way prove that Muslims worship the moon god, because lunar calendar is a way of measuring time, and it was a way of measuring time before the solar calendar evolved. So in the past, the lunar calendar was widely used in different parts of the world to measure time. That does not mean that all the people of the world use it to worship the moon god. Moreover, in the Quran, we have been forbidden to worship the moon or the sun or any other creation. So it is illogical to think that a religion which prohibits the worship of moon will be derived from the fact that the god that the religion believes in is a moon god. So the religion which does not allow the worship of moon cannot be a religion of a moon god. Now let us see if this word Allah is found in the Bible. The word Allah is also found in the Bible, and when Jesus was executed according to the Bible, when Jesus was to be executed on the cross, he spoke out. This is the Christian narration of the Bible. We do not believe that. And he said, Allah Allah lama tabaktani. This is the Hebrew text that is present in this verse. The verse is Gospel of Matthew, chapter number 27, verse number 46. So the Hebrew text is Allah Allah lama tabaktani, and the Arabic translation of the word is Allah Allah lama taraktani. That, oh God, why have you forsaken me? This means the word used here is clearly Allah, and this is the proof of the word Allah in the Bible. This is also repeated in Gospel of Mark, chapter number 15, verse number 34. The word Allah is there in the Arabic Bible also. The word Allah means the God, that we have said this thing already. This word is in the Quran, used by the Arabs, Muslims and the Christians to denote the one true God. So as we have mentioned, that this word Allah is used by all Arabs, whether they are Christians, Muslims or Jewish. This word means that He subhanahu wa ta'ala has no gender and denotes singularity. So let's come to the final proof of the fact that this word Allah exists in the Bible. Here's a Christian pastor saying,
2 Corinthians 4, verse 3 and 4. But even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing, whose minds the God of this age has blinded, who do not believe, lest the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine on them. ولكن إن كان إنجيلنا مكتوما فإنما هو مكتوم في الهالكين الذين فيهم إلى هذا الدهر قد أعمى أذهان غير المؤمنين لئلا تعطى لهم إنارة إنجيل مجد المسيح الذي هو سورة الله. سورة الله. سورة الله.
so this word Allah is used in the Bible and it is used at many places. In the same debate, another verse, the ever popular John
in
1.
the Gospel of John, where we are told, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. في البدء كان الكلمة والكلمة كان عند الله وكان الكلمة الله. The Word as a person becomes obvious in verse 2 where we are told He. Yes, the word He was in the beginning with God. هذا كان في البدء عند الله.
So this word Allah is used at many places in the Bible. It is also used at many places directly in the Arabic Bible. Allah was the God of Adam and Abraham and other prophets. This is mentioned in the Quran as well, and other historic references, that is the Tariq al-Tibri, Tariq wal Mamluk al-Tibri, and the Tariq ibn Kathir.